Welcome to the Innate Series, the ultimate resource for chiropractors looking to grow, thrive, and align their practice with purpose. In this week's Legacy episode, Dr. Zach Wilson covers how to overcome fear by shifting your mindset from the pursuit of perfection to a commitment to continuous learning. Let's get started.
That situation that we're all fearful of, that's unique to you, because all of us have some type of fear to some degree. We all battle a fear of some kind at some level. And a lot of us in practice and in life, we procrastinate or we hold back, we self-sabotage because of the fear. Okay? That it might not go the way we think it's supposed to go. It's not going to do what we think it's supposed to do. It's not going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. I'm afraid to do a marketing event because it's not going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. I'm not going to perform the way I'm supposed to perform. And then I got thinking, well, supposed to? Like, who says it's supposed to do anything?
Comparison.
Who says it's supposed to end up a certain way or go a certain way? Or have a supposed result of some specific kind? That vision of the outcome is something that we place on it. You hanging with me on that?
Sure.
I know, this was like 10 o'clock at night, 160 degrees. I'm like wiping sweat and trying to jot these things down. Okay? So I thought, well, the three things I could come up with is either we're doing it because it's something that we are putting the supposed outcome on, or it's supposed to be that way to satisfy other people, or it's supposed to be that way because God said it was supposed to be that way. It's like, well, crap. If it's, if I'm the one that's determining the supposed income, then you just got to start switching your brain a little bit and stop doing things to succeed or have it go perfect. Adopt the mindset that you do things to learn. You do things to get better. You don't do things in order to have it done perfectly. If you live life with the expectation that everything you do is supposed to be the picture of perfection, you're setting yourself up to fail every single day. That's a pretty tough reality. So it's really about getting over this picture of perfection and start looking at every opportunity with your family, with your work, with your patients, with whatever it is. They're constant opportunities to get better. What did I learn from that? Oh, I'm scared. I have fear at getting up here and talking to people. Like, well, I'm not going to get up there and deliver the perfect speech because I'm not perfect. That's okay. What if I just get up there and try to get a little bit better and come out of it being able to have said I learned something, so that next time I do it, I might just be that little bit better than I was before. Oh, a little pressure might come off you. Oh, right? You might have that a little bit more faith than you do fear. A little less of that fear that's going to procrastinate and paralyze you and stop you from doing the action that you were supposed to be taking to move you in the direction you wanted to be going this whole time. If the supposed outcome is just to please others, then you better be darn sure about the person you're trying to satisfy that you're allowing to be the one determining the supposed outcome of all of you do in life. I'm fearful of, you fill in the blank. What are your fears? What are you afraid of? Write them down. Why are you afraid of it? Are you afraid of that because if confronting that or doing that or acting in that way or becoming that person, you fear you won't be able to satisfy and have the supposed outcome that you're supposed to be, do, or have because of what others might think? Like you were living to satisfy others. Who are they? They ain't perfect either. So here you are living a life trying to satisfy, and you're actually living for, God bless you, somebody to be satisfied. That could be deep down a terrible person. Just as flawed as I am. You are. We're all human. Such a crazy notion. And I'd argue we shouldn't be living that way. We shouldn't let fear have a grip on us because we feel inadequate of what others might think or that person might think of us or what we're not going to live up to the supposed outcome of said event or said thing or your practice to be at this level or your patient numbers to be that or this or whatever it is that you want. Because we're trying to satisfy some other person's image of you. That's a silly thing. Right? So, what was left? God. That's a pretty good thing. Even in Iowa. And the fun thing is, we should know that we are all built exactly the way God intended us to be. Which is cool that we're all unique. Because it would be weird if we were all identical. It'd be weird. How do you pick a wife if they're all the same? Well, it's easy. That might be easy. Man, I should think of this in a new light. Well, I get distracted. Hold on. So, fear. Do you remember when it was the Apostle Peter, right? And the disciples, they were in the boat, and there was a terrible storm. And they saw what was Jesus walking across the water towards the boat. Okay. If you recall this account in the Bible, they were all freaked out. Thought it was a ghost. It actually said that they were terrified. Right? They were terrified. Now, I know that they thought it was a ghost, but what was it really? Jesus. The one thing they should not be terrified of. I thought that was pretty interesting. So I started thinking, well, how does that relate to what we're, like the topic of today? Well, wouldn't it be funny if a lot of the things that we actually are terrified of was God directly working towards us? And we're like, oh no! We're freaking out, right? And so, oh man, that would. How much more can you shoot yourself in the foot in life than to run away, directly run away from God? Petrified, like just scared out of your wits. It's probably good that he approached them that way in a boat, because he couldn't run away. Captive audience, right? It's smart. The dude thought it through. Like he had a plan, right? Don't give him dry land. 12 different directions. So, Jesus did not chastise Peter for being fearful. But he did chastise Peter for not being faithful. That's interesting. So I got to thinking about that, and well, Peter's a pretty solid dude. Name means rock. I mean, he's a solid dude. So, he's terrified. He had fear. Jesus didn't say anything bad about, he didn't get chastised for being fearful. He was chastised for not being faithful. So, why do we beat ourselves up so bad for being fearful? We shouldn't. Give yourself a break a little bit. It's okay to be fearful. We are all actually fearful. To some level, to some degree, of something. Some more than others. If a spider came across the table, I'd step back. Dr. Headland would be like, what are you looking at? Right? It's special. Less fear, more fear. But we all have a fear of some kind. We all have that struggle. We all have that beast to battle. Which is okay. It's okay to have the fear. I wouldn't want anybody in here to think less of themselves for being able to sit down, meditate on that, and recognize their fears to the point where they could actually write them down. That doesn't mean anything less of you. None of us here would think less of you for having personal insight, self-reflection enough, self-awareness enough to identify your fear. I think that's pretty cool because you get a better chance of overcoming it if you can identify it. Agreed? Yep. Agreed.
Thank you for joining us on Innate. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. For more resources, mentorship opportunities, and to connect with our community, visit amcfamily.com. Until next time, stay aligned.